my people, my lovies, welcome to my channel. My name is Connie, aka Coco. Guys, thank you for subscribing, thank you for following me, guys, thank you for watching me. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment, help this girl grow. Guys, work this journey with me. Today's topic, welcome to part 2 of my love journey, and I have good news. Good news. Guys, I'm done with board exams. Firstly, I would like to apologize. This part 2 law journey has been long overdue. The problem I had is that I was busy with oral for paper 3. I will explain later about that. So I was preparing for my orals. I did my orals last week, Wednesday, and then I just had anxieties. I couldn't do anything, and then I got my results on Friday. So the weekend, then it's Monday, then guys. So the next step now is for me to be busy with my admission. So I'm done with board exam. What a journey. So, part 2, I will be talking about the do's and don'ts at university and also the 4 papers that you write for your board exams. So please do not mind if I keep looking down. And guys, and if you see me looking down, I have made notes about this. I'm going to be talking about the do's and don'ts in university, especially UNISA. For us who did long distance learning, UNISA, the do's and don'ts, things that I wished I had known before. Let's get right into it. Firstly, I'm going to start with the do's. Do make connections. I know when you're at university, people are minding their own business and it's like mind your own business and you are scared to approach people and ask. But when you are in a lecture room or you are in that study group, form connections, ask questions, because somebody might know something that you don't know, or you might know something that you do not know, especially with regards to a bachelor's law degree, because there is a lot that is to follow after achieving your degree. And also, number 2 of the do's, give 100% in your assignments, because those assignments, a certain percentage counts towards your final year mark. It is very important to do well in your assignments so that that percentage can boost your final year mark. Do not be like me, where I was relaxed in everything. It is very important in law to get good marks. I took that for granted because I was just like, as long as I have a pass, as long as I pass it. No, if you can put more effort to do that and get better marks. That is my do number 2. My do number 3, this is very important. Very, very important, which I had discussed in the part 1, vocational work. When you are at university, do not relax and think that you will start looking for work once you are done with a degree. No. After I was done with my degree and then I went into Leaply to look for articles or potential employers and all that, I discovered that big 5 companies, your Weber Wenzels, your ENCA, those companies, they would advertise for clerkship 2 years prior, meaning that I should have put my CV in 2 years before graduating. So it is very important. It flows from making connections. It is very important that you make connections, that you try and get vocational work, and that you do that while you are still studying in university. because it's very competitive out there, especially in the law sphere. So very important to inquire about vocational work, ask your lecturers, whatever. Number 3, do not be afraid to ask questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. Guys, rather people say I udom or usto or whatever, but do not act. Get what you need out of your lecturer. Ask questions from your lecturers. Ask what is to follow after law. I didn't know that after doing my bachelor's degree, I have to do board exams, I have to do vocational work, I have to do PLT. I did not know all those things, but I would have known had I asked my lecturer, had I asked the counselors there. So that is very important that you ask questions. You know? Do number 4. Please create connections. In that way, have your own diary with contacts. And also, when you are doing law, each module you see there'll be case law, there'll be case laws. Make placards, like small cards, where you write the case law reference. What is it all about? Because this will help you later. It will help you in law school. It will help you with board exams. It will help you to have a general understanding. Do not take granted of the study material that you receive at university, because the information flows from university up until your admission. So do keep a diary of contacts that you have made. Do keep in touch. Like, create your own small community of law students that you can bounce ideas, that you can discuss challenges, that you can share information regarding vocational work. Create that community. Now, I'm going to get into your don'ts. Let's get into the don'ts. Hey, guys, this is easier said than done, but this is the most important. Do not. Do not procrastinate. Do not procrastinate. Guys, with long distance learning, you get assignment. Let's say you get assignment in January the 1st, and the due date for that assignment is February the 25th. Do not wait to do it on the 23rd or the 20th and then try to submit on the 25th before midnight. Do not do that. Reason being that when you do your assignment later, you might struggle with submission because this is online learning, long distance online learning. You might struggle with submitting your assignment in time. You might make unnecessary mistakes because you are rushing your assignment. You may not do your research properly. Guys, law is all about research, fact checking. So do not procrastinate. Easier said than done, which I will follow up with this. When you register at UNISA, you get those plan. So when you get those planner, use them, guys. Use the planner. Plan your day, plan your assignment, plan your submission, set targets that I need to submit my assignment 10 days. I need to submit my assignment 10 or 5 days before. 5 days before submission, I need to check my assignment that everything is in order. That will help you, and it will also help you to get better marks. A person who is better organized when studying law is a person that always gets better marks. Follow up on that is that do not neglect assignments. People tend to say, I didn't do the assignment, I'll study hard for exams. Do not neglect assignments, because the marks in the assignment, they count in your final semester marks. They count and they make a huge difference. 20% goes a very long way, guys. 20% goes a very long way, and you should not lose 20% because of something as vibing. Do not neglect assignments. They're important and they help you to have an insight into that module. So when you study, you've already have a basis of that module because you were researching for that assignment. Do not neglect assignment. Okay. Now this is me. Do not portray yourself as Miss or Mr. Know-it-all. Guys, I'm not going to front and make as if as if I know. Just because I worked at the Department of Justice, I thought I knew, and I did not know. So do not make yourself to be a Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all. And I know people who study law sometimes have this thing of, Mr. Man, Mrs. Man, I know it, I can argue, I can debate. Not everything has to be a debate. You do not have to be combative in everything. Ask, learn, and know. Each and every person has different knowledge. And we learn, with law develops and changes all the time. You learn with interacting and you learn from other people, guys. I cannot stop stressing that because that is the mistake I made. Do not, number 4, do not, I don't know if this is the right word, seclude or exclude yourself. Do not. The reason I'm saying do not exclude or do not seclude, and which is part of my do number 5, which I forgot to mention. Do participate. Participate in debates. Participate in moot courts. That is where you might meet potential employers. That is where you would make connections. Guys, do not exclude or seclude yourself. Be involved. Be part of the law community. Ask questions. Don't be those people that will walk around. There's this thing out that in university, it's mind your own business, each for his own. It's not like that. Create your own community. Be involved. Do not. That is my do's and don'ts. Guys, I'm not an expert. The do's and don'ts that I'm giving, it's the experience that I had. It's the things that I wished I had known. Those are my do's and don'ts based on my experience, things I wish I had known. And also, guys, I know for us who go to university after the age of 30, our 30 plus, it's sometimes difficult to interact with the younger generation, but we just have to. We just have to find ways to incorporate ourselves into that environment. And I know it's difficult, it's not easy. And I do encourage, never give up on your dreams. If you want to study Edward, no matter what age, go ahead. I did it. Go ahead and do it. I did it. And I am done with my board exams. Guys, moving right along, we'll be talking about the 4 papers. Now you've done university, you've got your bachelor's degree, you managed to secure articles, you have to write board exams. This is the most difficult chapter because people fail. And failing board exams does not mean you're stupid, or it just means stand up, dust yourself, do it again, and never give up. It's very rare for people, not that it doesn't happen, it happens, but it's very rare for people to, it's very, sorry, let me just, it's very rare for people to pass it at first go. It's not impossible, it is doable, but for us, I find it more easier for those people that are freshly coming out of university, who are younger, who have less responsibilities. For us that have families, husbands, kids, work, and time constraints and all that, it is very difficult to pass the board exams at a go. So my advice, because you write them for 2 days, 2 following days. Let's say you are writing on the 14th of February and the 15th of February. On the 14th of February, you'll be writing 2 papers, which will be paper 1 and paper 2. You will write paper 1 in the morning, and then you will write paper 2 around 2 or 12, depending on the hours. The following day, you will then write paper 3 in the morning, then paper 4 in the afternoon. So for people like us, I would advise that take two papers to write. You write 1 paper on the first day. You write a paper 3 or paper 4 on the second day. In that way, guys, with my experience, I found that I wrote paper 1. And then while I was still wrapping my head around paper 2, I had to go in and write paper 2. That's what happened with me. While I was still writing paper 2, I was still arguing with myself about what I got wrong in paper 1, what I got wrong in paper 2. Like my mind was still on paper 1 while writing paper 2. I wrote all 4 papers. I wrote all 4 papers at once, and I just passed 1. I passed paper 2, and I regretted not writing paper 2, not writing 2 papers, and the following year write 2 papers. That way, limit the anxieties, the stress, and everything. Paper 1. Paper 1 consists of High Court Procedure, Magistrate Court Procedure, RAF, Criminal Procedure Act. That is what paper 1 comprises of. Paper 2 comprises of estate, your law of succession, interstate and testate. That is what paper 2 comprises of. Paper 3, guys, this is what I struggled with, because people will tell you that paper 3, it is ethics. Guys, paper 3, it's not ethics. Paper 3 has ethics in it, but it's not ethics. According to me, paper 3, it's the most difficult paper I have ever written, because paper 3 comprises of company law, insolvency, law of contract, family law, which mostly is matrimonial law, labor law, everything that you studied in university regarding labor expected to be there in your paper 3. Insolvency. Guys, insolvency is not easy. Law of contract. Not everybody that is a practicing attorney or that is doing, who's a clerk, really get exposure into that. So this is where law school comes in. Law school is very important because it will give you guidance. It will give you books to study on in order to prepare yourself for paper 3. Paper 3 is very difficult. Now, paper 4 now, that is bookkeeping, legal bookkeeping. Guys, I did accounting in high school, like I said in my first video, and I thought that I would be an accountant. I'm very good with accounting. It is very different to legal bookkeeping. very different. Everything regarding law books, your books in law, they are, can I put this? They are regulated in terms of LPC. They are regulated. There are ways in which you do entries. There are ways in which you move money. There are ways in which you manage trust accounts and business accounts. It's not easy. It wasn't a difficult paper, but I would recommend anybody to use a tutor. There are people who offer classes, your Van Eck, your other people, Lehabe attorneys that offer classes on bookkeeping. So in all these papers, you can use tutors, but all it needs is your commitment, your determination, and you not giving up. Failing means, it does not mean it's over. It means you can do better, you can try again, and you can strive for more. That is what failing means for me. I did not give up. I got my results on Friday, and then on Saturday we went out to celebrate that I'm done with board exams. Guys, that is all for my part 2 of my law journey. The rest shall follow. Like I said, follow, like, subscribe, comment, whatever topic you would like me to talk about. This channel is not only about law, it's about my life experience, marriage, kids, everything that I'm going through till to date. So let's grow, guys. Let's grow. Subscribe, like, there and there. I would also like to learn for you, give your inputs, and then we write this journey together. And please catch Frankie's Finest. Frankie's Finest on channel 161. You saw us on the last episode. We won the 50,000 rand to Frankie's Finest. Keep watching. Follow us on channel 161. And one day I will have the Frankie's Finest contestant here to give you an update as to what is happening, how we got into it, everything that we had to go through in order for us to end up on that show. Like, subscribe, follow, and comment. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you, my lovies.